And I think we should be live then, Kirby. Oh, okay. Are we live now? Can you? It says both microphone audio and gameplay are being broadcast.
Okay, there we go. We're good to go. And hello everybody, welcome back to the Overwatch Oasis League. We are right in the middle of Week 8 here in Tier 2, and we've got a banger of a matchup today. Throwing for Content versus Rogue Knights, two of the better teams in Tier 2, battling it out for maybe some early season supremacy. Throwing for Content continuing to try to keep their undefeated season alive. Rogue Knights trying to hand them their first loss. Casting tonight is I, Mr. Gaming Kirby, and on the camera work is Holy Chuckster.
Hello, everyone.
Yep, last time we saw these teams play throwing for content, we saw them beat Cosmic Dawn, which was another team that was maybe possibly looking like one of the top contenders, and they beat them 4-0 in a very interesting close game. We saw a lot of shenanigans on both Sky Industries. As for Rogue Knights, I just want to make sure. I think they did win last week. Yes, they beat the Valkyries 4-0. So Rogue Knights looking to continue their winning streak as we get ready to go in here. Do we have the readies?
Yeah, we have the readies. We got it like 2 minutes ago. It was like right in the beginning of you setting it all up for everyone. So it looks like we have the readies from the teams, and we're about to get started in just a moment. I'm just making sure I have Twitch pulled up and everything, and we're all set. Had to uh make provisions in the household so that I could have all the internet to myself tonight.
It's a good idea.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Alright. Just a moment here. Let me just get set up here. And then we'll get started.
Yep. Excited for this game. We saw throwing for content, a lot of great performances, especially from this support group. Big O and Jerry both had great games against Cosmic Dawn. As for Rogue Knights, obviously Gravity and Eldritch very good on tank, and Beezer and Sean the Ginger also good on support. Lots of good matchups coming in to this game that I'm excited to see play out.
Yes, I am as well. I haven't had a lot of games, only because, I'm also helping, run Diamond Phoenix, but uh, I'm really excited about all the teams tonight, especially RK and TFC. This is going to be a really great match. So I'm about to get it started right now, guys. Woo, woo.
We will be starting on Nepal here. It will be interesting to see what these teams want to start with to open the match.
Initiating match.
Alright, testing that favorite button of the day.
Of course. Typically on Sanctum here, you see a lot of Lucio for that blue potential. We've seen a lot of Hog Ball as well, also looking for those environmental kills, but you'll also see some double shield here as well with the Orisa. We'll have to see.
Ready for battle.
Interesting, looks like we are going to see a possible dive on the side of throwing for content. Very dive tanks and two pretty prominent dive DPS. The only thing is maybe not the most dive efficient supports, but Lucio Moira isn't bad either. As for
Round 1.
Rogue Knights, their healer comp makes more sense because they're running the brawl with the Ryan Zarya and the Junkrat McCree. So, here we go, throwing for content. They're gonna go across the bridge here, whereas Rogue Knights, they're gonna take the low rotation to point. Throwing for content are the first ones on the point. Kappa throwing a damage orb in there. Prophetic One looking for that cleave damage, trying to build up that ult as quickly as he can. Eldritch is incredibly low, already got the bubble, but the barrier is destroyed. And because of all the damage that Rogue Knights are taking, they're gonna have to forfeit the point for now. Trades early on in this team fight. Kengu able to take out Prophetic One, but falls himself. Chop that Damon is out of mech. Mr. Link not gonna find anything with the pulse bomb, but is still getting the picks, and it does look like the cleanup will be here for throwing for content, as they are gonna get above 30%.
Nothing's gonna stop.
So here we go. Eldritch and Gravity already on the point. Prophetic One to challenge them. Both these players using their coalescence, and there's the shatter from Eldritch. It's nice, but is the follow-up there? It witnesses, uses the duplicate onto the Zarya. Gravity able to find Bigo.
Oh, huge
And there's the duplicated, yep, there's the duplicated grab. But Gravity using his now. Picks are going back and forth, and Gravity gets 2 kills, but it's still incredibly close. Beezer, Kengu on the point here. Beezer goes down, and here goes Matt Damon throwing in the Diva Bomb.
Wow.
And it won't get anything, but it does look like throwing for content is going to be able to stabilize here. It's looking better.
Yeah, that was a massive. That was like a really big play right there. It kept leading them off a point, and it looks like throwing for content is holding right now. It's really close right here, especially with Eldritch pushing in right here. Can they do it though? They might.
Prophetic One trying to dive on here, and there's the stick onto the tanks from Mr.
Wow.
Link, and it's a lot of damage, but last round it's down. Prophetic One goes off the edge. Here comes Kengu using the tire. Point has almost flipped in Rogue Knight's favor. Kengu goes down, and the tire finds no one. And now both of the support ults being used for content could shatter from Eldritch. But it might not be enough. Kappa finding 2 with the coalescence. Last round here, trying to find the picks. Gravity goes off the point, and
wow.
that's it. First point of Nepal going to throwing for content 100.
Oh my goodness. That is not your friend, that hole. But man, that was such a close fight at the end. That was a good push by Eldritch. I saw a lot of, like, really impressed what I'm seeing so far from both sides, to be honest. And I can't wait for the second round.
So here we go. Prophetic One, Chubb, Matt Damon, they're gonna go for the Ryan Zari here. As is Gravity and Eldritch gonna stay on it. It's definitely more of a brawl point. Pretty much see almost exclusively Ryan Zarya here. The weakness is gonna be on that sim.
Yeah, and anyone also listening, let me know how the stream quality is. I'm trying 720 ping, so let me know if it's any hookups or anything. I don't see anything so far.
Eldritch already taking a lot of damage, and Ill Weakness already set up on the point here. That is huge, especially for these sim comps. Rogue Knights trying to find the angles to get in here, but 2 beams means they've got a lot of damage to deal with, and they're just gonna have to forfeit the point for now as they're trying to find their openings. Mr. Link was actually pretty low. healing. And now here's Eldritch. They're going aggressive. The turrets are down, and Gravity finds the first pick.
Oh, wow.
Can they find the rest, unlike they were able to do on Sanctum? And she, the Ginger, able to get the Coalescence first. Kappa, I think, tried to use it as well, but goes down. And Rogue Knight's able to capture it, but 22% on the board for throwing for content.
Wow.
Check this out.
So now here we go, throwing for content. Now on the opposite side of what they were on Sanctum, looking to have to recontest the point. The weakness still on the sim here. And that's Link gonna throw in the tire. These are dropping the beat in order to...
Oh, doesn't connect.
But a little longer. Oh no, they lose the points, but Mr. Link is down. Photon barrier out from ill weakness. Several ults online for both teams. Chumback Damon finds Kangoo. And Eldritch not able to find the shatter.
The counter charge.
Prophetic one able to find it. Gravity threw in the Graviton Surge, but I don't think it's going to be enough as the picks go in favor of throwing for content, and that was unfortunate that Rogue Knights lost the point before the fight was even over, because they could have easily have gotten it to 60, even 70%, but are going to have to settle for 32. KU gonna try and get in position to use this Death Blossom. Here he goes in the back line, gets booped by Big O. That actually might have been bad as it pushed him back into the team, and that will be a very easy cleanup here for Rogue Knights as they get the team kill and recapture the point. 83% on the board for throwing for content, and they do have 3 ults.
That flank play right there was like brilliant. I mean, they really caught him off guard.
So now here we go, throwing for content, looking to go up to the high ground. Now is gonna go down main, using the speed boost to get through. This trying to get on that sim, and there's the grab, as well as the Coalescence. Both support ults actually out from Rogue Knights. Ill weakness throws the photon barrier, and Prophetic One gets a nice shatter. Beezer is down, stays alive though. Ill weakness able to find Eldritch. Last Brown not gonna find anything with the High Noon, and Master Link getting the kill onto the Reaper with the tire. And all Beezer can do right now is stall for as long as he can. Maybe it's gonna fall. And we are gonna see the flip come for throwing for content, 90% on the board. Sharkana should be able to touch with the Wrecking Ball, and is going to, but has to be careful. Caught in the trap, uses the adaptive shielding, and is still alive for now. Kengu, incredibly low, trying to get onto the point, do as much damage as he can. Most of the sim turrets are down, they're gonna have to be careful though. Mr. Link getting two with the concussion line. Gravity throwing in the Graviton Surge, but Big O has the sound barrier, and Kappa also has the Coalescence. This is looking all too good for throwing for content. Only Sean the Ginger here, and that will be it. Throwing for content, taking map 1.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a series of fights. Holy cow.
Play of the game.
That is the way.
Alright.
Sean the Ginger doing a lot of healing there, 1200, and Gravity with solid average average energy.
Those grabs were like really, I mean, you know, of course they didn't, you know, they weren't able successful, but like they were big though. Those grabs were big, at least 3 or 4 each time. Good plays though. I like the tank play tonight so far. I'm sure I'll
Yeah,
like it for the rest of
both.
the series.
Yeah, both Prophetic One, Chub Matt Damon, and Gravity and Eldritch playing incredibly well right now. Both playing, kind of an aggressive style right here. Rogue Knights. Sometimes I feel like they were maybe a little bit too patient in some of those fights, though. Like, they kind of gave a lot of free percentage to throwing for content. I think total in that map, throwing for content might have gotten about, like, 50% for free. It seemed like Rogue Knights trying to go with the patient route, which can work, obviously, and sometimes is the play, but obviously when you lose the fights, it's unfortunate because it just kind of snowballs into an even worse problem.
Yeah, and I mean I see it as like you said, like as you break up, it's kind of like a two sword kind of situation where you have a like you're playing more patient, so you're not wasting ults, you're not hoping the other team build their ults, but at the same time it puts you in a sticky situation, especially when the other team maybe get lucky with those extra burst kills or not even that, like those extra picks like through like positioning. So you kind of just have to take it with a grain of salt when you go like that. You just kind of have to pick your battles, and sometimes it works out, like it did a couple times. Sometimes it doesn't. You know. All right, let me get these swaps in.
So for throwing for content, we are going to see a few swaps. Bill Weakness and Master Link are going to stay on DPS, but Buttweiser and Buttweiser and
Oh, there he
Filthy
is.
Reindeer are
Oh my
going
God, he was
to
hiding. What the heck? Okay, there he goes. I couldn't find him.
Filthy Reindeer coming in for Chub Matt Damon and Buttweiser coming in on support for Big O. And it looks like we are going to see that fat cat coming in here for Sean the Ginger. Otherwise, the lineup is looking the same for Rogue Knights.
All right, I gotta add. There's a fix I have to make for the roster. Fixing it right now. Someone said I got it wrong. It's supposed to be filthy with prosthetic. Alright, got the readies.
Okay,
Let's do
let's
this.
head into King's Row then. We've seen a lot of great King's Row, both in Tier 3 and Tier 2 so far. Definitely one of the most competitive maps in the game.
Now entering King's Row.
Big, a big favorite of mine, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it's a favorite of everyone's, and for a good reason. It's very balanced. You can run a variety of different team comps on it and be successful. And I think the other thing is, since it's an attack-oriented map, it doesn't feel like there's that much frustration in attacking it like some other maps, you know, like some people might get frustrated on Rialto or Havana. There's really tough choke points to get through, and not that there aren't some tricky choke points to get through on King's Row, but I don't know, just something about the map makes it a little bit easier.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Hello, hello.
So on defense here, we do see Thorn for content. They're going to start with the Rhine Diva, Filthy Reindeer. Coming in to play the Diva. Bap Lucio for heals, as well as McCree Junkrat. So a bit of a brawly comp with some added mobility with the Lucio and the Diva. Rogue Knights, they're just gonna stay on this brawl with the last round going to possible shield break. So here we go. Run for content, allowing Rogue Knight to get through the choke here, and now the battle will be on point. Bubbles out for Rappy, an early immortality field for Buttweiser. Hopefully that won't come back to haunt them. One tick already gained here for Rogue Knights. And Prophetic One trying to swing on the point here, got really low. Eldritch is low now though, has to use natural cover, and Mr. Link takes him down. So this time the patience fight for Thorn for content is actually going to work out, as they are able to stabilize here in the first minute. No swaps yet for Rogue Knights. Getting close to ultimates in the last round, taking out Buttweiser. That's a huge opening pick, and that Cat is going to use the Coalescence here. Thorn for content continuing to back up. If they want to contest, they have to do it now, as point A is almost captured. Prophetic One coming in, goes down though, and the Dragons are going to clean this fight up, and that will be point A captured for Rogue Knights.
Let's get you healed up. Time to change it up.
I'm sure the payload's progress.
Nothing's gonna stop.
Right. Now they're pushing. It looks like Rogue Knights is like pushing up kind of early. It's very interesting. This approach is always very interesting to see what happens. Ooh, Mr. Link got an alt off.
Yep, Master Link is gonna use the High Noon here, has the speed boost from the Lucio to make him faster. Sadly, in the Streets phase, it can be easy to find natural cover. Ill weakness from behind though, able to get two. These are not able to get the sound barrier off, and Kangoo loses his tire to Filthy Reindeer. So this fight definitely favoring Thorn for content right now. These are not able to get away. That will have to get here for Rogue Knights. So now here we go. Both tank ults online for both of these teams.
Get into position.
We'll initiate first. Kappa has the sound barrier.
Going
Here
bot in
comes
first.
the Diva Bomb. It's not going to find anything. Eldritch has to be careful to get stunned by Master Link. Now trying to brawl here in the streets with Prophetic One, who has that Shatter ready. Last round able to take out Master Link, and a great Shatter, but good Immortality Field out from Buttweiser, but it might not matter. He's taking out too quick. Ill weakness though, getting 3, including the ulting Moira, and has the tire ready. Not gonna find anything. Kengu and Eldritch getting picks of their own as well. Weakness gonna have to get away. I don't know if he's gonna be able to. Caught between a rock and a hard place, and is gonna go down, but maybe got enough picks for a good regroup attempt on the side of throwing for content.
Get into position.
Come out and face.
Here we go, Gravity using the grab, and the dragons are coming out from last round, able to take out Kappa, but Weakness finds one, picks one back and forth, Amplification Matrix out from Butt, and there's a nice shatter from Eldritch Arcana to close out this team fight. They just need to take out Filthy Rain here, and they do. Point B is captured, almost 4 minutes in the time bank for Rogue Knights here on King's Road. So now here we go, Kengu has the tire ready. Do they want to initiate this fight with it? It's in the back lines here. Going for content, they don't know. Might want to use it sooner rather than later as Mr. Link has the high knee ready. And there's the immortality field out, that's huge, and Mr. Link not gonna find anything. Weakness though using his tire first. Getting two, and Kengu gets his tire destroyed again! Unfortunate,
That's unfortunate.
as it does look like we are gonna see Rogue Knights have to back up here. Definitely a disappointing fight there for Rogue Knights. Kengu once again getting his tire taken out. And Weakness opening up another team fight with a great pick onto Kengu. It is just not Kengu's day right now. And now throwing for content. Gonna tend to continue to hold this corner as teams typically do on King's Row. They're not gonna try and search for any more exit kills. Master Lane now on the Ashe, trying to find those headshots. Obviously the Ashe did get the nerf recently, so isn't quite as strong. There's the grab coming out from Filthy Reindeer. First outfield out from Budweiser to keep them alive. Now that Kengu's up on the high ground, Master Link takes him out, and here comes Weakness getting two with the tire once again. Gravity tried to throw in the grab, but it wasn't enough to follow up. Cut short by another great tire from Weakness.
Oh my god, the Junkrat battle tonight. Holy cow, this. Ugh. Making me sweat.
So now, this next team fight, Eldritch has the shatter ready. As for going for content, they don't have a lot. Only the sound barrier. Mr. Link might be able to Master Link able to get to that bomb. And there's the opening picks here. Eldritch not really able to find a whole lot with the shatter, but the picks are currently going in favor of Rogue Knights. Rather trying to get aggressive with the Zarya. Prophetic One has to be careful getting booped by Weezer. Kappa coming back with the sound barrier. Advisor's immortality field is down. Rogue Knights gonna be content with getting Eldritch back. Kengu's down. Filthy Reindeer whiffing a grab there a little bit, but it at least forces Rogue Knights to back up. Only 30 seconds left here for Rogue Knights. This will be the final team fight.
30 seconds remaining.
I mean, they need an answer for a little weakness.
So here we go. That fat cat initiating with the coalescence, and here comes the dragons. It can be huge, but Weakness with two picks right off the bat once again. Master Link throwing in the bob. This isn't looking good for Rogue Knights, and it looks like this will be all the further the payload will get. Kengu won't be able to use that in the next round. He's gonna have to be content with not using it at all, the tire. So, going for content, have their win condition laid out. Get it about 2/3 of the way through point C, and they will take the 2-0 series lead.
Initiating match.
I mean, I feel like the tanks, like the tanking tonight, I feel like is pretty evenly matched, but it's right now like that Junkrat battle is like really determining how the team fights are going. Like whoever gets a pick, that's who wins that fight.
Hmm. For sure, Hill Weakness doing really well, and also Master Link, the DPS for throwing for content, really putting on a clinic now between hit scan and projectile. Although look at this, are we maybe gonna see Master Link play the Junkrat? I'd be quite surprised, but I also would not put it past throwing for content.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Nope, maybe probably gonna stay on the hit scan, I would assume.
And I'm really curious to see what we're we're gonna see McCree and Hanzo from Rogue Knights. So definitely the McCree is a good choice. Well, okay, now we got another swap for Mr. Link's going Widow. Master Link, I'm sorry. I keep calling Mr. Link, Master Link.
Yeah, I know, I was making that mistake the first time I cast the TFC game as well. Both of the teams running the Ryan Zari here. Going for content, already through the choke here. But Kengu finding the opening pick onto Ill Weakness, that is exactly what he needed to possibly swing the DPS battle back in his favor. Ravi also finds Master Link, so going for content's gonna back up for... So here we go. The Weakness and Kengu trading sonar arrows to get a feel for where these teams are. Now once again, Corporate Content gonna try and go aggressive there on the point here. Now Eldritch with the bubble tries to go aggressive. Beezer are gonna try and go aggressive with the Immortality Field, but it's down. He has built up an amplification matrix though, that is huge. And the last round taking out Pathetic One. That is a massive pitch, and Eldritch Arcana getting 2 with the Flame Strike. The last round getting Budweiser as well, on 13 fight victory here for Rough Knights, looking solid on the defense so far.
Wow. That's like what a defense that was. Early picks and inconsistent picks really led to that defense. And here they go again.
Ooh, this time Ill Weakness getting the better of Kengu. Neither team have the Mercy, and there's the Shatter. It gets blocked by Eldritch. Pathetic One not able to connect. Here come Master Link using the tire, and this time his tire gets destroyed. So all the opposite things are happening on the defense, but Ill Weakness finds another pick onto the last round, and it does look like we are going to see more for content able to capture point A here. So now here we go, as we enter the streets phase. Farmer Content did attempt to go aggressive down here. Gravity and Filthy Reindeer both have their Graz ready. Who wants to use it first could determine this next team fight. No Eldritch trying to be aggressive, and there's Gravity throwing it in. It's huge, but the sound barrier from Kappa is huge. The dragons from Kengu able to find 2 Ill Weaknesses, takes out Eldritch. And I think we are going to see a stabilization here for Rogue Knights, which is huge because this choke can be tricky to get through if you are attacking.
It definitely seems like Kangu's having way better luck on this map with the Hanzo. But that's just how it goes sometimes. The Overwatch God gives it, takes it away.
True. Pick up Filthy Reindeer, not just grabbing the last fight and has it now. Here comes Master Link with the tire. They're trying to throw that Immortality Field to buy them some time. It's already down, and look at that, grab Dragons. That will just immediately do it. Master Link doesn't even need to get any value out of the tire. The last round did destroy it, so that's 2 Master Link tires getting destroyed, but it won't matter. Payload continuing to move through point B. I don't even think Rogue Knights are going to be able to recontest here.
What a crazy grab!
So, here we go. Beezer throwing that immortality field, possibly wanted to try and get Eldritch to recontest there, but to no avail. We're gonna see Burn for Content back up, get Prophetic 1 back here. He's on his way. Just under 4 minutes. Throwing for Content has to get near the end to win King's Row and take the 2-0 series lead. A lot of ults on the side of Rogue Knights, but it's going to be Buckweiser using that amplification matrix first, but Eldritch just ignoring it and going forward. Last round, not to find anything behind him, but the shatter is huge. Great shatter from Eldritch, and that will be it for that team fight. Team kill.
Goodness. That's the first team kill tonight? I think.
I think
it
you're
is
correct. A lot of the fights so far have been very back and forth, where maybe only 2 people are left from one team, but
wow,
that was one of the more one-sided fights we've seen, and they only had to use a couple ults, and there's Gravity using the grab. Dragon's coming out, Kappa has the sound barriers, but Mr. Masterlink goes down. Beezer throwing the immortality field forward to try and help Gravity go aggressive, and Gravity does get to pick onto Prophetic 1. Throwing for Content gonna have to back up once again, as over 1.5 minutes of their time bank that they had is down the drain. So now, here we go. Amplification Matrix out for Beezer. He's gonna try and look for some huge damage as Throwing for Content try to initiate. Masterlink from the high ground gets 3. Beezer doesn't get the immortality field down in time. That is unfortunate, and now that fat cat needs to get away is incredibly low. Gravity swapping to the Wrecking Ball in order to contest here. Will they be able to stop the payload from making it? The grab zones them off point, and Throwing for Content will win King's Row. Unbelievable.
My goodness.
Play of the game.
I'm having
great graviton surge ability right here.
This was a crazy play. Like, oh my god. 6 drop. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that'll do it. Even got the 6th one as he died. That's how good that play was.
Hey, look, I've absolutely no complaints about the tank play tonight. Loving it. Loving it. Like both sides, I mean the grabs have been fat. It's so great to see Zarya played a bunch, because I don't see her as much in tier 3 as, I mean sometimes you do, but like it's just fun to see her played, and then these grabs, oh my goodness, making me hyped at AF. As
We'll have to see Rogue Knights now in a position where they're gonna have to get the reverse sweep in order to win this series. Throwing for Content, however, only 1 map away from continuing their undefeated season. We'll have to see what these teams want to do in the swaps category.
oh wow, it looks like Rogue Knights are finally changing their tank line.
Let's see. Yep, Eldritch and Beezer are gonna swap to tank.
Now we haven't seen Beezer, we haven't seen him tonight play yet, but I mean, I thought Uravity was really putting it in as well, so I'll be really interested to see what Beezer brings.
I almost wonder if we're gonna maybe see some double shield on this next map. It looks like they pretty much ran nothing but Brawl, Rogue
Yes.
Knights did on those first 2 maps, so maybe Bees are a little bit more comfortable on the Sigma, or maybe Eldritch is the one who will play the Sigma and Beezer's coming in to play the Orisa. I do know Gravity has a pretty good Orisa, so we'll see. But I would assume that swapping up the tank line means that they're probably going to run something different, and on Hanamura, I would imagine it will be double shield.
I mean that makes a lot of sense. I think I just associate like Gravity with like a brawly type of tank, just from like my experience with them and knowing him from, back in tier 3 and stuff. And he always seemed to like go with like that kind of style of tank. So it kind of makes sense for me that when they were going more of the brawling style to put Gravity in, and with this switch up, I think you're correct, Kirby, as in establishing like a new kind of a diet, like dichotomy between the two of them.
We are going to see a swap in the healer comp as well. Both Kurostar and Sean the Ginger going to come in to add to the support play. Sean did pretty well in that first map. This will be Kurostar's first map of the night. Still waiting on Throwing for Content's lineup. We have yet to see Jerry and Kenny McCormick come in, so perhaps they will be coming in for this next map.
Alright, just doing some swaps. Okay. Oh. I always forget. Is it third? Are we doing the swaps now? Like the teams? I always forget.
Oh, yes, yes. The teams will swap sides here, and Throwing for Content will attack first on Hanamura. So you're going to see the same DPS for Throwing for Content. Pretty much the exact same lineup, except we're going to see Chubb Matt Damon come back in for Reindeer.
And I think everyone should be on the right teams. Let me get the readies from everyone. Oh, did I miss a... Got you. I did miss it. Wait, what? Oh, she's checking for Eldrick to see if they're ready. Whoops a daisy. Hey, nation.
Ready from Rogue Knights, just waiting on throwing for content.
All right. Oh. I put, I put, I put, I don't know why that was so funny to me. I put their name is throwing content ready. I don't know why that's funny to me.
Nice. Throwing content.
Becky,
Well,
I don't know where Ugly Ratty is.
they have been playing a lot of Projectile. I know Kangoo playing Junkrat and Hanzo, so they have been throwing a lot of stuff around. Oh wait, actually that's Rogue Knight's Master Link and Ill Weakness playing a lot of Hanzo and Junkrat, so throwing a lot of stuff in there.
Well, I'm still waiting for throwing for content. Trying to figure out who to tag. Okay.
Oh, they must be having a lineup issue, because now Bego's coming in for Kappa.
Got you.
Possibly some internet issues or chat issues.
Yeah, must be some internet issues or something because they are going up the point system a little bit at 52. So. Yep. So now we're just waiting for Pathetic to give us the ready, and they're
Okay,
ready.
there we
So let's
go.
get started.
Hanamura. We've seen a lot of great Hanamura games too. Hanamura also feels like one of those maps that feels pretty balanced on both sides. Definitely one of the better 2CP maps in the game.
What a great looking tree this is. the cherry blossom that's halfway between point 1 and 2. It's a nice looking tree.
Ready for
Oh,
battle.
nice looking trees. Right. What are we running? Ooh, I love it. I love what I'm seeing from RK right now.
Defensive dive.
Dive. Love it. We got what? Do you see what both teams are running right now in tanks?
Yeah, both looking to run a bit of dive.
Oh,
Rogue Knight's comp, I will say, I am concerned about the healers. I assume the Mercy's coming in to pocket the Pharah, so that just means on the ground they'll only have Lucio. We'll have to see.
oh,
If
well,
they can
RK
make
is
this
keeping
comp.
their tank comp, but you see that TFC changed their comp up.
Yep, they're gonna go with the Brawl, and they have the Sim Teleporter. Let's see where their weakness wants to put it. They're just going
Teleporter
straight
on
to
point.
point. Yep, here we go. Early Immortality Fuel from Budweiser, though. We are gonna see that go down. Eldritch caught in a trap, though, getting beamed down by Ill Weakness. He is okay for now. Turrets on the point, they get taken out quickly. Budweiser up here in the window, providing as much healing as he can. The last round, able to find Ill Weakness, and Kangu getting a pick as well. Kuro! Oh no! Beezer gets booped by 4. And just when this teamfight was looking good for Rogue Knights, it isn't looking as good anymore. Kangu's still here on the point though. Relatively healthy, now getting beaten down by Chub Matt Damon, who's approaching the Graviton Surge. Rogue Knights gonna give up a tick for now. But Sean the Ginger goes down, and Masterling throwing in the tire will be able to find anything. Yes, it takes out Eldritch. And this isn't looking too good here for Rogue Knights. Chub Matt Damon finally finding Kangu, who's trying to hide and maybe hopefully get some healing from someone, but no help. Was able to arrive, and that will be point A, captured for throwing for content.
I mean, it was a big risk running the defensive dive. You have big risk, especially when they push in. We see a change from Beezer already to Orisa. I think that's going to help them a little bit better at trying to stabilize. But we see like TFC's taking their time getting in there, so I think we're going to have a big brawl here.
I just want to. I want to see what happened to Kuro's star there. She fell off the map, and it might have gotten moved by Big O, and it just showed up as. It didn't show up as such, but still unfortunate. Beezer able to take out Chub Matt Damon though. The weakness, the only other person on the point. He will go down, and the rest of throwing for content is going to back up.
I didn't see that per se. How did Chub Matt Damon end up on the point by himself?
Yeah, maybe a bit of a miscommunication there. Maybe Chub Matt Damon trying to go aggressive while the rest of throwing for content was still up on the high ground, trying to take that brawl. Here we go, now Beezer up here on the high ground. Kangu has to be careful the last round, able to take out Chub Matt Damon right away. Once again, both DPS getting picks. In fact, all the picks going in favor of Rogue Knights. Budweiser able to take out one, but I don't know if that's gonna do a whole lot, as Kangu does have that spawn advantage. Will be right back, and another team fight victory for Rogue Knights as they continue to defend on point B here.
I wonder how long we're going to see TFC try to run this brawl tank.
You should be at peak
I mean,
performance.
I think the mobility is on arcade.
Stop now.
The weakness does swap to the Sombra. Kangu with a nice barrage. That's 2 kills. Eldritch cleaning up as well. And that's just that team fight right there. One ult, one fight.
Let's get you healed up.
That's it.
That's the big ults from arcade tonight, though. I mean, these big ults. I'm still dreaming about that hammer from King's Row.
So now here we go. A lot of ults will be coming online shortly for throwing for content. But look at how many ults are on the side of Rogue Knights. And Eldritch trying to go aggressive with the mines. Master Link only finds one with the high beam, and I don't think that's going to be enough. Chub Matt Damon even throwing in the grab too. It does at least get the sound barrier out of Sean the Ginger, but I don't know if it's going to really bring them anything they want. Chub Matt Damon still here is going to go down, and what was looking like a good time bank here for throwing for content has certainly whittled down quite a bit. Already only about just under 2.5 minutes left to try and capture point B.
Oh, it looks like they're trying to go right side now.
Yeah, a couple of them trying to dive onto Eldritch here. Use Pile Driver, able to get away for now. Kengu has that barrage ready up on that ledge here above the defenders right. Eldritch in the back, or Ill Weakness in the back line trying to finish up farming that EMP. Here comes the Bob out from last round. Big O Tech has the sound barrier, and there's the EMP. Prophetic One able to take out Beezer. Kengu trying to get in position to use the barrage, might not even need it. The picks aren't coming fast enough, and the EMP wears off from Ill Weakness. Master Link taking out Kuro, that's huge. And Kengu going down as well. Eldritch gonna try and stall for as long as he can, but is getting hacked. Very close to the mines. Here comes Beezer. And now both of the support ults coming out for Rogue Knights as they try to stabilize here. No ticks gained on the side of throwing for content. Chub Matt Damon is down. Beezer goes out of mech though as well. Big O Tech down. Last round getting very close to building up that Bob. We might not even need to see Rogue Knights using any more ults. That's it. They stabilize. No ticks gained for throwing for content. Ill Weakness still in the backlines here, trying to finish building up his second EMP. Hopefully a more successful one than the last time. Master Link has the pulse bomb ready. Here we go. Beezer is hacked. Has to be careful getting dove on by the Wrecking Ball, able to get to the health pack. And here comes Bob, as well as Prophetic One using the mines. Beezer taking a lot of damage, maybe to help the healers. And there's the EMP, it's huge. Kengu not able to use the barrage once again, but Kuro getting away with an incredibly sneaky res. Mines on the point. Beezer still here. Big O is down. Kengu respawning. Has the barrage ready. This isn't looking good for throwing for content. Here comes Kengu already getting a pick. Beezer taking out Buttweiser. Kengu didn't even need to use the barrage. That will be it. I think held on to that barrage for like I want to say
what does that mean to Kengu?
I want to say Kengu was holding on to that barrage for a long time. Maybe felt like there was never a position. I mean, there is definitely some inherent risks to popping the barrage as Pharah, you know, as you're very stationary. So
I don't think it also helped the type of comp that that TFC was running there. I mean, they were playing a very well, there wasn't a lot of opportunities, like you said, that Afara could really get her ult off without either being dived hard by the D.Va or another counter from their DPS. So she got Kengu unfortunately had to keep that on for a while after that first couple barrages. So yeah, that's just how the Overwatch goes.
So now here is the double shield coming out from throwing for content. Master Link gonna go with the Pharah of their own. And it is kind of interesting, you know, when we were talking earlier in the map with Gravity going out and Beezer coming in, the tank comps, we figured maybe they would run double shield. No, the exact opposite. They're actually running a lot of dive here, and they're going to continue with Beezer still on the D.Va and Eldritch still on the Wrecking Ball. Both the Pharahs have Mercy Pocket. John the Ginger still on the Lucio here. Did look like it was able to provide enough healing on the defense, especially there on point B, but Eldritch goes down early. Torb turret certainly is not going to help matters against the Torb. Chub Matt Damon taking a lot of damage from Kengu. Eldritch is back, gonna try and find the boost by rolling through, but now it's just back with the team. Budweiser using the immortality field here gets taken out, won't have that available for another 20 seconds. Kengu, Master Link, kind of dueling each other here right now. And now, Rogue Knights are going to attempt to get onto the point here. Chub, Matt Damon, and Prophetic One have to be careful. Eldritch trying to bowl through them like a bowling ball. And Kengu taking out Ill Weakness. That's a good start. Hack onto the Mercy last round now on the Sombra, getting very close to the EMP. Another Immortality here for Budweiser. And Master Link able to take out Beezer. Good res from Big O. But Kengu getting two. Master Link only getting one with the barrage, and Kengu getting very close to his, but is incredibly low. Here's the EMP. Chub Matt Damon isn't going to be able to use the Gravitic Flux, but Kengu still getting the picks. Massive value from the Pharah last round, and Eldritch going to clean up this fight. And well, Rogue Knights able to guarantee themselves a draw on this map, but they really do need to win this map in order to stay alive in this series and keep the dreams of a reverse sweep alive.
I have been pleasantly surprised by the switch. I was not expecting the dive from RK, so I'm very happy about it. Love me some dive. Dive me.
Now here we go. Ooh, Eldritch going down right away. Oh, Weiser getting that pick last round, going down too. Kuro able to get the res, but I don't know if it's gonna lead to a whole lot. Prophetic One getting 2 kills there. And Beezer going out of mech, and yep, that will be Rogue Knights having to back up for a second. So now, here we go. Attack number 2 here for Rogue Knights on point B. Still, they just need that one tick to keep themselves alive in this series. Last round gets taken out. The translocator must have gotten destroyed. And last round out, that's a huge pick. Kuro not gonna be able to res that, it's too far away. It is only the Sombra, so should be able to get back relatively quickly. Eldritch trying to roll through here. Rogue Knights playing it very patiently, but they are going to throw in the Diva Bomb. It's not going to get anything though. And Eldritch gets cancelled out of the... well, actually is able to use the Mines and Master Link with the 3k High Noon. And man, those are some pretty high impact ults. Not being used particularly well on the side of Rogue Knights.
That's 3k.
Last round has finished up building that EMP, so perhaps an EMP barrage. They will have to be careful of Master Link though, as the stationary Pharah will be very susceptible to those McCree headshots. Eldritch trying to get chased down by Chub Matt Damon here. Beezer going after the Echo, who duplicates the Diva, and Beezer's out of mech. This isn't good right now for Rogue Knights, losing their Diva right off the bat. A weakness does get taken out of the mech for now. We'll get back in. And it does look like we are going to see another teamfight victory here for Roaring for Content. And only 2 minutes left here for Rogue Knights, and they're currently losing the ult advantage right now. The last round is gonna maybe need to hit a huge EMP here.
I mean, I think this is gonna come down to ults here.
Here comes the bomb. It takes out Kurostar and Beezer's mech. This could not be going worse for Rogue Knights right now. And Sean the Ginger uses the sound barrier. It at least did get Big O Tech to use the Valkyrie, but still another ult not going to be available for this next team fight. Eldritch and Beezer very slow on building up these tank ults once again, and less than 90 seconds left, Chuck. This isn't looking good for Rogue Knights.
I mean, right now they're at a severe ult advantage. I mean, the problem is right now with Rogue Knights we're seeing is that they do have the EMP and Mara. So I mean, there's a big opportunity there as well as the Val early
Here we go.
EMP in.
There's the EMP. It's nice.
Oh.
Last round able to take out Figo. They have to be careful for the amplification matrix coming out from Buttweiser as well as the mines on point. But Kangoo finding another. Still has the barrage. Eldritch goes down to the mines. They're so close. The res. It's up. Prophetic one incredibly low. They have to be careful. The High Noon takes out one, but the Diva Bomb takes down Master Link. Almost there. Bigo getting hacked out of the res, and Kangoo finally using that barrage. Prophetic one, not gonna be able to touch, and that will be Rogue Knights continuing to keep their dreams alive for the reverse sweep here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We have a series. Whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness, the double fan the hammer. Triple fan the hammer. Amazing. Love to see it.
Kangoo
Fun.
with the 82% kill participation. Unbelievable.
Oh. Holy cow. Holy cow. I mean, I think Kangoo came back and really wanted that lunch today. He wanted that dinner. He wanted that dessert. Amazing. What a fun map.
Rogue Knights have their lineup ready. Gravity is gonna come back in. Eldritch staying in themselves though. Brown and Kangoo also staying. Cat coming back in. Beezer going back to support. Prof and Chubb. Matt Damon gonna stay in on tank. As is Master Link and Ill Weakness. They were feeling confident with this DPS group. And for the first time we will see Jerry coming in. And he will pair with Kappa, who will come in for this map. Route 66.
So far, is there any like big plays that you saw tonight that really caught your eye, Kirby?
Well, overall, I just think that these maps have been very reliant on, DPS coming in clutch. Like you said, the tank battle has been incredibly back and forth for both of these teams, been very equal. On Hanamura there, Kangoo really finding themselves on the Pharah, played incredibly well. Obviously, we saw on King's Row, Ill Weakness getting a lot of value on that Junkrat, so we'll have to see if Rogue Knights, if Kangoo in the last round can continue to keep this momentum in their favor.
All right.
Okay. Both teams are ready. Let's get Route 66 started.
Yep. Let's get it started. All right. Wait. Oh snap! Am I supposed to switch sides for this?
I think
Traveling to Route 66.
you were.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pause it. I did not know. Okay.
You're probably gonna have to go back to the lobby.
Yep. Alright, so I get to do the fun swap sides. Okay. Swap ball. Okay, I think everything is ready now. Don't think I'm missing everyone.
Yep, I think we're officially ready to go this time.
Yeah, let me just fix the names and then we're gonna get started right back up, guys. My bad. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna see RK on attack first. Unfortunately, maybe we'll still see the defensive dive first. I don't think so from TFC, but that would be exciting again. I was really excited about seeing it on last time from RK.
Well, I assume with Rappy coming back into the lineup, I would imagine they might go back to the Rhine Zarya comps that they were running on the first two maps.
Alright. So I'm gonna start it back up. Everyone should be on the right team now.
Traveling to Route 66. Initiating match.
Route 66. This I have, of the maps of escorts, I have a love-hate with this one. Like, sometimes it works, sometimes this corner, the first corner is like a death throw. There's so many high ground parts. You have gas station to hold. I mean,
Ready for battle.
there's just so many opportunities for the defensive team to kind of hold this first point. And then second point is always nutty. It's so long, so long.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
So, looking at throwing for content on the defense. Ooh, are we going to see the continuation of the dive here from Rogue Knights? But to go back to throwing for content, they're going to run the Rhine Diva like they did on their defense on King's Row. Jerry going to be on the Ana here. So, let's see, yeah. Ravity and Eldritch going to stay on this defensive dive. Ravity getting amped by Jerry. So be careful. Take out Link early in this team fight. Does go down, but now King Link is now there. Kappa get that rep at that cat, able to get the onto Kangu. Prophetic one is down. Incredibly disorganized team fight right now. Both teams, a lot of different picks. Beezer goes down, Alfred's still here. Both tank alive. Tap back, Captain's down. New weakness gonna fall to Eldritch. Chub Matt Damon. Still on the payload here, but now the payload will finally start moving. Rogue Knights will officially win that first team fight. So here we go. Kangu trying to find the angle Farast, wary of where Master Link is. Eldritch throwing the mines on top of Big Earls, and Master Link goes down, and look at all the people Eldritch are moving right now. Here we go. Master Link is res. Chub Matt Damon throwing in the Diva Bomb. It's not gonna get anyone, but Gravity is down. Kangu though getting incredibly close to the barrage. Prophetic one is down as well. Chub Matt Damon gonna try and contest for as long as they can in the last round. Back on the Sombra here. Ill Weakness trying to throw some sticky bombs onto Kangu is gonna be forced to retreat, and that will be throwing for content, giving up the first point. Now here we go, several ults on both sides. This time Master Link able to get the better of Kangu. Will the res be there? It looks like it might be in an unresable spot, so they're gonna have to wait for Kangu to come back here. We are gonna see Echo duplicate the Sombra, and Last Brown dies while using EMP! That is completely unfortunate. Ill Weakness trying to build up the EMP with the duplicate is gonna run out, but the team fight is still won for throwing for content.
Look at the alts right now that RK has. I mean, they actually opened up every ult. They just use mines.
Eldritch going aggressive with the mines, and here comes Chub Matt Damon, not gonna find anything with the Diva Bomb. No one currently escorting the payload, and now Prof is gonna use this opportunity to recontest, make sure that the payload isn't moving. Kappa trying to get the res, is able to get the res onto Bra. What a great res. But we are going to see Throwing for Content start to back up a little bit and allow the payload to start moving. The weakness has to be careful. Kingu has that barrage ready, but as we know, he has been very selective of when he wants to use the barrage. Here's Ill Weakness already building up the barrage, taking out Gravity. Duplicate working out really well. Beezer doesn't quite go down though. Still a lot of value to be gained from these rockets. Since Duplicate ends, Eldritch using the Adapt Shield while attempting to dive is gonna barely get away. It was incredibly low. But overall, Throwing for Content making Rogue Knights back up for at least the foreseeable future.
I mean, we still got Diva Bomb, and we still have our own Arcane. Give a good chance.
There's the EMP, it's massive, all 6. Here's the Diva Bomb though, it's not gonna find anything, the time wasn't quite there. Now Master Link from behind, not gonna find anything except for Gravity. But the picks are going in favor of Throwing for Content. Cap is even going to get the res onto Master Link, so here we go. Less than 90 seconds for Rogue Knights. It's starting to feel like the momentum is slipping away from their grasp. Oh no, that fat cat's going to get staggered heavily, so now only 60 seconds on the clock for Rogue Knights. They have 4 ults to their name.
60 seconds remaining. Changing position.
Eldritch goes down right away, and Beezer not able to use the sound barrier. Here comes Shut That Damon throwing in the Diva Bomb. It's not gonna find anything. Everyone was inside Kappa. Not gonna get the res. Gravity pushed them away. Both his DPS ults online for Throwing for Content, but Ill Weakness is down. Kingu trying to take out Chub Matt Damon, who's contesting on the point, and it does look like Rogue Knights have won the fight for now. Will we see a possible recontest coming out here? We're Throwing for Content. Prophetic 1 sitting here is gonna go for it. They have to come out quickly, and here comes Ill Weakness also going to the Wrecking Ball. This is unprecedented, and from the high ground, Master Link taking out that fat cat. It's huge, and mines coming out from Ill Weakness as well. Picks are going back and forth. Here comes the Diva Bomb from Gravity. Payload approaches. Will anyone from Throwing for Content be able to take? Yes, they will. Now Kingu forced to use the barrage, finds both of the heals. It's incredibly close. Chamat and Mech, they need to take him out. They will be able to, and Rogue Knights barely able to win that team fight. Only the tanks remaining. Incredibly close, but they prevail and keep themselves alive up in the map.
Wow. Wowza. Massive play. My Kingu.
So now here we go. The last round has the only ult currently on the board, Prophetic 1. Gonna get it very quickly. They're trying to get the dive, and there's Prophetic 1 throwing in the mines, covering the payload. Definitely gonna have to be careful. Kingu now on the Tracer does go down. Only 40 seconds left here for Rogue Knights as last round goes down. And Rogue Knights are in a very tough spot. Last round does get res. That's a huge res from that back hat, and might need to use the duplicate right now. No, there is gonna be a full lead here on the side of Rogue Knights. They have 15 seconds for someone to contest the point. Eldritch and Gravity. Here, there's the pile drive coming out from Eldritch as well as from Prophetic. Both these cracking balls trying to get as much value as they can. Gravity is so low, and Master Link able to take out Eldritch. And that fat cat not able to get the res. Here comes Diva Bomb out from Gravity. It could be huge. Only takes out Master Link. And there's Chubb or that's actually a weakness, throwing in a Diva Bomb of their own. Gravity did go down, and now here comes Jerry using the Coalescence Eldritch. Good minefield, but it might not be enough. Only Beezer on the point right now, as well as the DPS. No one gonna fall to Kangu's Pulse Bomb, and I think that is going to be as far as the payload will go. About halfway through point C. If Rogue Knights can defend before that, we go to map 5. Throwing for content makes it there, they will remain undefeated.
Initiating match.
Wow, and Nightbot finally updated it. Nightbot was having some issues there.
Yeah, it is nice to have this Nightbot now. Obviously, we do need to update the scores in real time, but
Oh, yes,
certainly helps now. Just have someone automatically tell you the score.
Even if that someone is an AI that will eventually replace all of us. But that's neither here nor there.
Greetings.
Now here we go. Interesting comp here for Rogue Knights, as they kind of show some bunker, but Eldritch gonna stay on that Wrecking Ball. Feel like they're getting just too much value to switch off of it right now, and I would agree, but Master Link now on the Sombra. This is their chance to really shut down Eldritch. Here we go. Prophetic One bowling them off of Big Earls. What a play from him. Master Link gonna go right away to the McCree. I actually think that the Sombra would make just as much sense, but maybe with the Tracer they want to be able to take him out, and that's exactly what Master Link does. Kappa does go down though. Red's not available for throwing for content, but for content they're still trying to get aggressive, and they take out Beezer. Prophetic One. Both of these tanks going super aggressive. Master Link absolutely dominating here on the DPS right now. No matter what he plays, he just seems to pop off.
Touch from afar.
Wow. Almost even have mines from Prophetic. I mean, that's pretty cool.
We are going to see Rogue Knights able to recontest, but the mines in the way of the rest of Rogue Knights are going to have to take the other tunnel to get back, and that leaves just enough time for throwing for content to focus down Eldritch as well as the Diva Mech. Master Link looking to clean up this fight with the High Noon. Actually might have just used that as a tactical reload, to be honest, but no matter what, that will be point A captured here for throwing for content. Eldritch getting staggered once again. Might want to consider swapping off the ball now that they've... Well, definitely tough though. You could stay on the ball here as well, because now we see Throw for Content also committing to the Wrecking Ball. Sometimes the best way to counter a ball is with the ball of your own. The weakness using the duplicate onto the Diva, trying to fight their counterparts in gravity. So here we go. Beezer throwing in the amplification matrix right near point. Weakness. Not gonna find anything with the duplicated Diva Bomb. Fight still up for grabs though. Prophetic One gonna throw in the mines. And here comes Chubmat Damon throwing in the Diva Bomb. It's able to find the Mercy, but Kangu able to get the better of Master Link this time around by sticking it with the Pulse Bomb. And now Eldritch gonna take their turn of throwing down mines, but the last round is down. Both of these tanks for throwing for content still alive here as the payload continues to move. Eldritch gonna try and find as much value, but gets stunned by Master Link, taken down by Chub Matt Damon. And this just isn't looking good. Kengu gonna try and get away on the Tracer. Hopefully, recontest is safe for now. So we will likely see a recontest coming out here from the Knights. And Kengu able to get down Ill Weakness. That's exactly what Rogue's needed right now, but they need to keep up the aggression. They are able to take Chub Matt Damon out of the Diva mech. Will they be able to take him out? It's a battle between Beezer and Chub Matt Damon, and Beezer wins it. And now it looks like throwing for content will have to back up. So great recontest from Rogue Knights, who are 2.5 minutes away from holding on to point B to send this to a map 5.
APM 좀 올려볼까? Time to use my APM.
So now here we go. Master Link initiating this team fight with the High Noon, rapidly attempting to eat it, but maybe a little mistimed or just good patience from Master Link. Prophetic One taking out Gravity. Understood, throw down the mines to halt the aggression on the side of throwing for content, and that will allow Gravity to get rezzed by that cat. Chub Matt Damon eating Kengu's pulse bomb. That's massive. Cap getting the res onto Master Link, but Prophetic One is down too. Chub Matt Damon getting very close to the Diva bomb, but will get taken out of mech. This isn't looking good for throwing for content. And Gravity gonna try and put a period on this team fight, able to take out the mechless Chub Matt Damon. Ill Weakness is gonna use the duplicate. Maybe consider swapping out the Echo, because I'm not 100% sure if this is a good idea. The last round does go down. He's now on the Sombra, will get rezzed by that cat. And Ill Weakness is gonna have to contend with backing up for now. So here we go. Just a little over 70 seconds for Rogue Knights. They're so close to bringing it to a map 5, just like a lot of us wanted on this game.
Oh, my controller fucked up for a second. Okay.
So now, here we go. Last round has the EMP ready. Kengu getting dove on. Luckily will survive for now. Here comes the Diva Bomb from Chub Matt Damon. It's not going to find anything. Ill Weakness already down. Both of the coalescence out for both of these Moiras. Kappa not able to get the res because the EMP from last round is massive. Master Link is down. He had the High Noon ready. Gravity and Eldritch are incredibly low, but are back to the team to get healing. That fat cat is gonna use the Valkyrie. Throwing for content. Gonna back up for one more fight. They have 2 ults, as well as Rogue Knights also having 2 ults here. Here we go. Prophetic One trying to get to the high ground. Dive in and takes out Kengu with the mines. That was a great dive from Prophetic One. But Eldritch not trying to be showed up here. Gravity gets 2 with the Diva Bomb. That might be it. Master Link trying to find value with the Deadeye. Only finds 1. Eldritch getting the kill. And I think we are going to go to a map 5. They just need to take out Prophetic One and Chub Matt Damon. That's it, folks. We're heading to a map 5. Overtime bleeds down. No one's going to be able to touch what we all came for, folks. One of the early best games of the season, possibly a championship game preview.
Play of the game.
Ooh, we get an update from KDB in the chat. It sounds like the other game is going to a map 5 as well, so keep both of the streams open, folks. Make sure don't miss any of this action, because, man, is this exciting. gonna have to excuse me. I will be right back.
Oh, no worries. So now we're just waiting for any swaps, if any, in the game. Great series of matches. I mean, come on. 2-2. Love to see it. And I'm just waiting for Kirby to get back. And also any swaps as well. But really fun. And it looks like we're going to see the same lineup coming from our friends over there at RK. Alright. Looks like we got some swaps in for our friends over there on TFC. We're gonna get in. It's like they're keeping their tanks, so Prof and Shub is staying in. And we're gonna switch for Gary for Big O. So it looks like I don't know if you're back, Kirby, yet. Looks
Yep,
like
I
we,
am
we
back.
only have a slight change on our friends over at TFC. We're gonna Kappa and Big O for support.
And it doesn't look like we're gonna see any swaps on the side of Rogue Knights. They feel confident with what they're running. So, we'll see. Obviously, yeah, the only switch is gonna be Big O coming in.
Yeah, so it looks like just let me check the chat and see what we're looking at.
So I believe our tiebreaker map is Ilios? Or no, actually Lijiang. Lijiang Tower, sorry.
Let's. Yes, it is Li Zhang. Alright, so we got the readies from RK, just waiting for TFC. Alright, we got the readies from both
Ready,
teams.
let's go.
And let us go. Last map of the night, guys. 2-2, both teams tied. Let's see how this shakes out.
Now arriving at
Yeah, this is one of those unfortunate games that someone's gonna have to lose. Both of these teams playing really well right now, but only one
Initiating
can win, so we'll see who that will be.
Ready for battle.
So here we go, going back to what we started with, both teams running the ball with the Lucio. Let's see if Ill Weakness actually wants to stay on the Bastion. I would assume they might go to the Junkrat. Yep, Junkrat. Very prominent on this map. Matt Damon maybe showing off the Sigma, maybe Thorn for content looking to go with more of a double shield. Nope, gonna go back to the Zarius. Yep, full brawl for both teams, but slightly different DPS. So here we go. Wall out from the last round, doesn't really catch anyone out. Gravity has to be careful, both bubbles are down. Eldritch trying to get aggressive is incredibly low. Master Link getting the pick onto Gravity. It looks like this team fight is certainly going in favor of Thorn for content, and they will take the first capture here on Control Center.
Get into position.
It's now throwing for content. Gonna try and brawl here, right at this initial choke right outside of the spawn. The weakness getting very close to that Junkrat Titan. Beezer goes down, Big O taking out his counterpart, as well as Prophetic One taking out his counterpart. They're gonna keep going aggressive.
Oh no.
Gravity just gonna fall off the map. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but no matter what, we were gonna see Rogue Knights have to back up at least for a second. Last Brown though, able to take out Ill Weakness. That's a huge pick here, and no reds will be available. So now, Beezer using the speed, and Kappa going down. No hits again available for throwing for content. Beezer getting 2 kills. And it looks like we are gonna see Rogue Knights able to capture the point for the first time. So here we go, fairly even ults on both sides. Matt Damon trying to get behind and throwing in the grab. There's the shatter from Eldritch to halt the aggression, but I don't know if it's going to matter. 2 picks already in favor of throwing for content, and that's almost a team kill. The only one that survived was the Far. Actually, I think the Far was taken out early in that team fight, so essentially was a team kill for content regain point. Here we go, Eldritch trying to get the pin, and there's the barrage, but the sound barrier counteracted, and now Master Link has a free Death Blossom. He gets 2, and the tire is still out, or the tire is still available for Thorn for content in this final team fight. A lot of ults on the side. Here comes the tire. It takes out 2. Beezer in the last round. That is unfortunate. Gravity throwing in the grab. I don't know if it's gonna do much. In fact, the shatter is likely going to close out this map. Ooh, we do actually see someone able to touch. It is Kengu. Almost able to flip the point, but I don't know if anyone else will be able to make it. Beezer's gonna get close, but even if he had touched, it was not looking good for Rogue Knights, so Thorn for content. Maybe getting some momentum back in their favor as they try to avoid the reverse sweep.
Ready for battle.
Is a sweep anytime someone just like wins 2 maps in a row and then they change it even if they're 2-2?
Well, technically, a normal sweep would be, a 3-0 or a 4-0, and the reverse sweep would be win the final maps to get the win. So it's just getting a win streak to quote-unquote end the series, I guess.
Got you.
Is what I'm gonna call it. Sweep. So here we go. Ill Weakness now on the stim. They teleport right to point. Master Link able to take out the last round. Rogue Knights attempting to use the double birds comp here in addition to the dive. Both of the healers are down now, and Norma Content look like they're going to be able to take the first capture once again. So now, here we go. Ill Weakness getting very close to that photon barrier. Master Link almost did go down to gravity. He's now getting pelted. Oh no! Kengu is able to boot Chub Matt Damon off the edge, but Eldritch goes down. And Gravity gonna get booped by Big O. Did not have the rockets available. That Fat Cat able to get the res onto Eldritch, but I don't know if it's gonna matter. He's gonna try to get value, but is gonna have to roll away. The last Brown falling off the map. This is not looking good for Rogue Knights. Throwing for content already with 50% on the board here on not Gardens, Night Market.
We're at 60% so far for TFC. A couple ults are coming up on RK, but they're really gonna need to really push it to get a percentage in right now.
They are starting with the Valkyrie here. That cat using it right now. Eldritch Arcana throwing in the mines, able to take out Chub Matt Damon, so that's a good start for this team fight. Cap able to find one with the Coalescence and Prophetic one. Getting a shatter off, Ill Weakness able to take out Beezer. Team fight still up for grabs. Master Link able to get the kill onto a rabbit. And there's the barrage as well from Master Link. It's still incredibly close, but
oh, no.
I think that might be it.
I think that might be it.
I don't think anyone from Rogue Knights is going to be able to touch. Beezer is going to be able to touch. He touches at the last second. Now here comes last round, but Beezer goes down to Prophetic One. Prophetic One getting 2 kills. This is looking all too good for throwing for content. The reverse sweep looking like it's not going to happen for Rogue Knights. Barrage coming out from Kengu, it's not going to do too much. Big O had the sound barrier anyway. Photon barrier to close this out. Throwing for content, avoid the reverse sweep, and remain undefeated on the season.
What a close series.
Play of the game.
And now, we both have the very tough task of deciding who are the MVPs for this game. Because so many players played incredibly well.
Epic.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna
how
be,
we
it's gonna
do
be
it.
really hard to determine like who deserves it. I mean, there's big plays. I mean, tank, DPS, massive battle. I mean, the healing on point, chef's kiss, man.
I will say, I think you have to give either Master Link or Ill Weakness the DPS MVP. They were both just absolutely going off.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, I also thought that, you know, with that as well, I thought Kangu was definitely popping off as well. Some good plays, especially on, I believe it was Hanamura. He really, like, it's like Kangu just like took a big old like shot of like coffee right there, like espresso, it just popped off. Big plays.
So here's how I'm kinda feeling it right now.
Okay.
I'm thinking for tank MVP, Eldritch. For DPS MVP, I'm thinking Ill Weakness. And for support, I'm thinking Kappa. That's who I feel played the best today, but we'll see the suggestions from the teams.
I mean, I feel it's pretty. I mean, especially with Eldrick, I feel like it's pretty fair. I mean, Eldrick has a lot of. I mean, don't get me wrong. I felt like the tanking as well was good on TFC, but I mean, Eldrick, like, there's times where RK was not going to win that fight, and Eldrick came in, got dirty shatters, and it really changed the flow of a lot of those fights. And is consistent main tanking through most of those, even with the odd swaps to here and there for a different main tanks as well. We saw some ball tonight. It's always fun to see. It's always fun to see dive on defense. So it looks like we
Rogue
have
Knights nominating Ill Weakness and Chubb for their MVPs. Yeah, I was actually thinking of maybe giving it to Chubb, Matt Damon, and then giving maybe support MVP to Sean the Ginger, because I feel like we have to give at least one to Rogue Knights. You know, they won 2 maps. It'd be a little unfair to give them all to TFC, but let's see what Throwing for Content, who they nominate for Rogue Knights. Oh God, I
I didn't see that either. There was a lot of comments.
Eldritch and Beezer.
Beezer.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Eldritch, Weakness, and Kappa. I think they all played incredibly well. A lot of people played well.
Yeah, I also agree. I feel like a lot of people played well, but uh, I mean, especially, I mean, there was. Don't get me wrong. I thought Master Link did very well tonight as well. I keep saying well.
Maybe he deserves an honorable mention.
Yeah, I definitely think that he deserves an honorable mention. Because I mean, those McCree plays were like, oh my goodness, were kind of nutty. But Low Weakness, especially on King's Row, I mean, holy cow. It was like a Junkrat battle, and Low Weakness was eating some lunch, taking a lunch.
Yeah, that was a Junkrat masterclass right there.
It was
So,
nutty.
okay, I think that does it for this stream.
Yeah, let's stop the stream, and it was a pleasure streaming with you today, Kirby. Thank you for my second
same
time
to you, Chuck.
streaming ever.
Yeah.
So, there we go.